इनको उठा दो गए, इनको उठा दो गए।
वो तो ठीक है, इसको वो कैसे कर रहे हो?
लाइव आ गया।
लाइव तो हो गया, लिंक भी तो शेयर करनी है।
क्या करनी है?
लिंक भी तो शेयर करनी है।
एक सेकंड, इसमें होगा ना किसी
लिंक तो मिल गया यहाँ पे से तेरे को।
शेयर। आएगा कैमरा मैन नहीं आए बैठ आ जाओ यार छोटे छोटे भी दिखा कितनी देर कोई एक्सपीरियंस आने वाला है क्या? तो आने वाला था आगे साल कि पहले हमारा काम पहले होता है काम क्या काम है? अरे चार्जर मंगवानी है टाइप सी मिल जाएगा है अवेलेबल पक्का मिल जाएगा अंदर किसी के पास तो नहीं देख ले अभी तो जरूरत नहीं है चार्ज है फोन बाकी
आप नहीं एक्वायर भी कर वो आगे मेरे मेरे
किसी और से कराओ किसी और से करा दो और थोड़ा +80 If you get a chance to meet the Jubilee on रोल आई जाएगा आई जाएगा हाँ वो करूँगा लाइव में नहीं करेगा आप बाहर कैमरे के बाहर गया Sorry, next time. ले रखते कौन सी साइड जी सर के लिए चाहिए आपका बैग
Well, the moment we all have been waiting for, our guests have arrived. I would like to request everybody to please stand and extend a warm welcome to the guests.
Good evening, one and all. A very warm welcome to our honored dignitaries, deans, HODs, reverend members of faculty, and my dear friends.
I, Rajnandini,
And I, Sachin, welcome you all to the inaugural ceremony of Techspardha'22, one of the biggest techno-managerial fest of North India.
Techspardha'22 signifies technical empowerment through healthy concourse and tournaments. Every year in Techspardha, students from various colleges participate through online and offline mode across the country, which provides them with an arena to compete, excel and prove themselves with their skills and talents in a wide spectrum of events, which test not only their technical know-how but also managerial and soft skills. Now, I request Director Sir, Dean RNC Chairperson and Co-Chairperson of Techspardha'22 to kindly take their seats on the dais.
Today, we have with us our Honorable Chief Guest, Sri Hari Babu Srivastava, an outstanding scientist and Director General of TM and SAM at DRDO. Prior to taking over as DG, Sri Hari Babu Srivastava was Director of LESTEC, Medcare's House. where he was spearheading various technology and product development initiatives.
I would also like to extend a heartfelt welcome to our Director Sir Professor B.V. Ramana Reddy, Chairman, Centralized Career Guidance and Placement Cell of GGSIP University and Program Coordinator, GGSIPU, NSS Cell and NCC Cell, having 15,000 NSS volunteers and 500 NCC cadets at GGSIP University. Please give a huge round of applause.
We also welcome Dean RMC, Dr. Mahesh Pal, Professor of Civil Engineering Department.
We also welcome Dr. V.K. Vajpayee, Professor of Mechanical Engineering Department, currently Professor in charge Technical Society. We also welcome Shelly Vadera Ma'am, Faculty in charge Technical Society.
What a gathering we have here. We have got luminous dignitaries, gleaming faculty members, the students of NIT Kurukshetra and students from various different colleges, all brought together for this event. Here is a grateful welcome to you all.
Deep Jyoti, Param Jyoti, Deep Jyoti, Janardana, Deepo Haratu Me Papam, Deep Jyoti Namastute. Light is a universal symbol of truth, knowledge and understanding. It acts as a guide, keeping us from stumbling in the dark. The purpose of light is to create more light, to open people's eyes, to reveal the marvels around. With this thought in mind, let's start the evening on this auspicious note with the lamp lighting.
Now we ceremoniously mark Techspardha'22 Open, and we would like to invite Director Sir Professor B.V. Ramana Reddy, Dean RMC, Dr. Mahesh Pal, Chairperson of Techspardha'22, V.K. Vajpayee Sir, and Co-Chairperson of Techspardha'22, Shelly Vadera Ma'am, to start the traditional lamp lighting ceremony. Please, Sir and Ma'am.
ब्रह्माच्युत शंकर प्रभृति भी देवै सदा वंदिता सामा पातु सरस्वती भगवती विशेष जाड्याता शुक्लां ब्रह्म विचार सार परमा माद्यां जगद्व्यापिनी वीणा पुस्तकधारिणी अभयं जाड्याधिकारा हस्ते स्फाटिकमालिका विदधतीं पद्मासने संस्थिता वन्दे सा परमेश्वरी भगवती बुद्धिप्रदां शालिनीं।
Thank you, Sir and Ma'am.
Thanks to all the students of Saraswati Vandana. Knowledge is power. Information is liberating. Education is the premise of progress in every society, in every family. May the goddess of learning, speech and accomplishment bless us with divine knowledge, holy words and pure expression. Let's seek the blessing from Ma Saraswati, the goddess of knowledge, to make us that able that we keep sharing the plate of knowledge to Saraswati Vandana.
Dr. V.K. Vajpayee, Professor of Mechanical Engineering, has more than 27 years of teaching and research experience. he had been entrusted with different responsibilities of institute, like professor in charge of ragging control, student welfare, administration, athletics, and many more. Currently, he is entrusted with the responsibility of professor in charge and faculty convener of Institute Innovation Council. In February 2006, he was commissioned by National Cadet Corps, a wing of Ministry of Defence, Government of India. Currently, his rank is Major. He has supervised 9 PhDs and more than 25 MTech dissertations and published more than 40 research papers. To provide a better insight to all awaits us in the coming 3 days. And to welcome the guest, I now take the honor to invite V.K. Bajpai sir, Professor in charge Technical Society and Chairperson of Techspardha'22 to please deliver the welcome address to formally welcome the guest and to present a brief about Techspardha'22.
Thank you very much. NIT Kurukshetra has 11 technical societies in the institute from different disciplines. Each technical society is headed by one faculty in charge. The societies are jointly organizing this annual National Techno Fest, Techspardha'22. Students from different institutes are going to take part in about 70 competitive events. Good afternoon, everyone. क्या खाना नहीं खाया? Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of organizing committee of Techspardha'22 and on my own behalf, I extend a very warm welcome to our chief guest, Sri H.V. Srivastava sir, an outstanding scientist and Director General Technology Management DRDO. He, in spite of his busy schedule, accepted our invitation and has spared time to be the chief guest in the inaugural function of Techspardha'22. Give him a huge round of applause. Come on, everyone. Sir, your presence has definitely motivated budding engineers of NIT Kurukshetra and students from other institutes. Welcome you, sir. I also welcome our Honorable Director, Professor V.V. Ramana Reddy, who is presiding over this function. He is a great guide, motivator, visionary, academician, administrator, and patron of our function Techspardha'22. Welcome you, sir. Please give him a big round of applause. Dean RNC, Professor Mahesh Pal, is advisor of Techspardha'22. His encouraging words and real-time help always motivate the organizing team and students. Welcome you, sir. I also extend a very warm welcome to faculty in charge, Dr. Shaili Vadera ma'am, and all faculty in charges of technical societies. Heartiest welcome to deans, HODs, faculty members, administrative officials, and all other invited guests. Last but not least, all my beloved students, especially presidents and other office bearers of different technical societies who are at the front line of the organizing team. I give my best wishes to all the participants who are going to take part in different competitive events. So welcome one and all present here, and also welcome to those who are attending this function online. This program is live on YouTube channel and also online. So I extend very warm welcome to all the participants online and offline. Thank you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. We truly appreciate your kind words. Huge round of applause for the sir.
Dr. Mahesh Pal. Pal, Professor of Civil Engineering Department, has more than 29 years of teaching and research experience. He is extremely dedicated and passionate, having following domain areas of interest such as classification and feature selection of remote sensing data. He has many national and international research publications under his name. He has been awarded for Commonwealth Scholarship Award for PhD at University of Nottingham, UK, then Commonwealth Fellowship Award, University of Nottingham, UK, and Fulbright Nehru Senior Research Fellowship, West Virginia University, USA. I take the honor to invite Dean Sir to enlighten us with his valuable words. Please, sir.
Good evening all. I'm not that good in speaking with the papers, so let me try it. Respected Director Sir, Chief Guest of the function, Sri H.B. Srivastava ji, my colleagues, staff and dear students. I'm happy that after 2 years of Corona period, we are organizing Techspardha'22 in physical mode. And I can see the number of first year students here. I cannot see second year, third year, I know they may not be here. I have involved in the clubs for 10-15 years, so I know who comes here. Techspardha' is the biggest technical event to showcase the talent of our students. It is their talent and the efforts of my colleague that will help in improving innovation and R&D culture among the students. And that is my mandate also, being Dean R&D. The research community is witnessing unprecedented challenges in terms of problem posed by possible climate change scenario. You can see, I have never seen that kind of heat during the month of April in my life. Addressing climate change involves mitigation as well as preparing society for unavoidable consequences. Techno-managerial event like Techspardha' should be used as an opportunity and a wake-up call for our students to look into developing technologies in the area of artificial intelligence, energy management, and green technologies to combat the effect of possible climate change scenario. To encourage our undergraduate students towards research activities for nation building, I propose to modify different activities under Techspardha' from next year. Modification includes year-wise activities by each club on relevant topics and then displaying best work from each club in annual event in competition with the students from outside institutes. This can be achieved by floating a set of relevant topics 3 to 6 months in advance of this event for the institute, for other institutes. This way, number of events can be reduced with better output in form of some product, startup, etc., where we are really lacking. I am hopeful that the change in format of the event can help in improving innovation culture of the institute. Just before, while I was preparing this one-page write-up, I just went through few of the articles recently published within a year, where we can look into, we have a lot of good people, good student, faculty here. An article, deep learning is hitting the wall. Maybe majority of you may not be knowing deep learning, except final year computer science students. Another recently published article, quantum dots from rice husk, and this is rice husk belt, Haryana and Punjab. So if Japan can produce a material using rice husk, what we cannot do. Another very recent things which is being propagated like anything like hydrogen technology, hydrogen car. Our Gadkari ji recently was in a hydrogen car in the Lok Sabha. And a recent publication say a ton of hydrogen in atmosphere will warm the earth 11 times more than a ton of CO2. So that is the drawback of using hydrogen technology. but we have to find a solution for that. Another interesting area, all of you are looking job in data analytics. Data is being stored at data center. By 2025, 10% of the total electricity consumption worldwide will be through data center. And that is a huge, huge problem. So, these are some of the directions I am suggesting. I may not be having all the directions. At the end, I congratulate the organizing team of Techspardha' for their efforts to make this event a grand success. I also extend my greeting to all the participants and convey my best wishes for the success of Techspardha'22. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable words. Please give a huge round of applause for sir.
We have with us our director, sir, Professor B.V. Ramana Reddy. He graced NIT Kurukshetra with his presence on February 2022. He has served as a professor at University School of Information and Communication Technology, GGSIP University, New Delhi, for the last 22 years. He is also the chairman, Centralized Career Guidance and Placement Cell of GGSIP University and program coordinator of NSS Cell and NCC Cell, having 15,000 NSS volunteers and 500 cadets respectively. His current research interests include wireless communications, which include mobile, ad hoc, and sensor-based network, computer communication network, semiconductor, VLSI circuit, microwave, and optical communication. He has more than 100 publications in international, national journals, and international conferences to his credit. He has 13 PhDs and currently supervising 8 PhD scholars. He is a fellow of IETE, IE, ISTE, and a member of other professional bodies such as IEEE, CSI, and SEMC. He is an active member in various committees constituted by AICTE, UGC, NAC, TQIP, and NIC. To enlighten us with the words of encouragement, I now invite Director Sir Professor B.V. Ramana Reddy for his presidential address.
Good evening, one and all. Shri Dr. Haribabu Srivastavaji, who is the chief guest of the day. I warmly welcome you, sir, to the NIT Kurukshetra campus. We slightly delayed the program, so there was a valid reason. But then my apologies to all of you. Dr. V.K. Bajpayee, Shaili Deraji, and my dear colleague Mahesh, Dr. Mahesh, who is taking care of RNC, Research and Consultancy, besides being an active researcher. My dear faculty, teaching community of NIT Kurukshetra, my dear students, this is our very first annual festival happening after 2 years of lull period due to Corona. And I have heard that we're going to have around 70 events spread across 3 to 4 days. And then you have many students who are participating from different NITs and other universities and organizations. And I understand almost 2,000 children or students of NIT Kurukshetra are also participating in this particular mega event, which is happening just after all of you have again come back to the portals of learning, albeit offline mode. It gives me immense pleasure and happiness. When I joined this space in the month of February, I was finding everything missing here. The heart of any organization is my students. And I find that there were only 200 of them who are doing their PhDs, and then some MTech dissertation students. But then time did keep us away, and then I was praying God that this phase should end and you should get a chance to come back to the campus. And many of you did call me saying that we just are having 2 months time left, so I haven't seen the campus any time. It happens that it is coming like it's becoming an online course like, and the first thing I ensured was to bring them to the campus once the government allowed me to do it, albeit in a staggered way. So we missed a lot of action, we missed a lot of energy in the campus, and thank God everything is getting normal. And I know this particular event, which should be a very big mega event, because paucity of time, because you have to squeeze certain things here and there. But then I assured my officers concerned that I'm with you. Come what may, we'll be able to celebrate our festivities, forget about past, and look forward to the future with a lot of enthusiasm. And there are certain interesting things for you this year. This will be the first year in the last 60 years of your existence, our existence, and existence of NIT Kurukshetra, that we're going to have Techspardha' not once but twice in this year. So you will have it in the month of October, November. Another interesting thing, you're going to celebrate your cultural festival in the month of April, and almost third week of this. That also will happen twice in this year. And the third interesting thing you will never forget in your own lifetimes is we are going to celebrate your Diamond Jubilee celebrations from 1st July 2022. Quite interestingly, this will be a 365-day celebration. So we're going to celebrate 365 days. It's not 1 day, 2 days. We're just doing it 4 days. And another interesting thing is all the students from first year to final year to PG to PhD, they're all in the campus right now. You may be wondering what is big deal in it. It's all a big deal since the last 2 years. You have come in between, you were asked to go back again, and then again confluent this program that is happening today. I think they have sensed it, and they were calling me every day, "Sir, we want to come back to campus, don't keep us at home." And I said, from 9th onwards, you can come back to the campus so that you can enjoy this festival that is happening today. Techspardha', as the name indicates, it is, you have technology there, and then you have Spardha in the Hindu word. So, Spardha is always a healthy thing. A fight is always a healthy thing. It brings out the best in ourselves. So, this kind of an event, albeit technical events, are necessary in the life of any engineering graduate or a postgraduate or a doctoral candidate. Dr. Mahesh was telling about research, what should be done in the campus, and he feels certain things are not happening in his campus, let me assure him there are so many things lined up for this campus. I think he will not ask for more than what I'm going to tell you. We have lined up so many, projects. We have lined up so many activities so that you are creative, you are innovative, and we're going to come up with live. A lot of startup activities are going to happen. Incubation centers will come into this campus. And I will ensure at least 10 of you becomes an entrepreneurs well within this year. I don't know who the 10 are, but they are 10. So what is this I'm going to do is, I have started lining up a lot of projects for you, which includes one such MOU with DRDO. We're going to have it with you. I think Haribabaji is aware of it, but the chairman Satish Reddy is completely aware of the contours of the MOU. I just share it with you. We have not signed the document, but in principle we have agreed upon. What is that agreement? There are two things I have written to Satish Reddy, who is the chairman DRDO, telling him that NIT Kurukshetra has grown older. It is now 60 years old. And then we are ready to receive all your scientists who would like to do PG and PhD programs, and NIT Kurukshetra opens its doors to all those scientists working in DRDO across the country. This is the first thing that I'm going to do with them. So you'll have a lot of MTech students and PhD students from their end. And that's not the interesting part for you. The interesting part for you is that the government of India, under the chairmanship of none other than our Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, has announced a 10,000 crore fund, 10,000 crore fund for developing DRDO ecosystem. What does it mean for NIT Kurukshetra? It is for DRDO, not for NIT Kurukshetra anyway. But then there is a rider that 2,500 crores is earmarked for interacting DRDO with the academic institutions. So I found a lot of interest in that, and I wrote to him that NIT Kurukshetra will be partnering with you in your effort to have a DRDO ecosystem wherein my students will be taking part in your startups, in your incubations, and I promise them within 4 years we will go into a product line and we will help this country to come up with such things which will be useful for our defense system. So the intent is very clear that the academic institutions should collaborate with DRDO. That's the big messaging that has come. And probably within this month, I'm going to sign an MOU with them. And many of you will be benefited in this process. Maybe here. I can sense the heartburn of the final year students because they're going to leave in a couple of months. I have something to offer to them also. This time, I'm going to celebrate your convocation not once, twice, but thrice. I'm planning to ensure that all the 3 batches, the 2 Corona batches and the current batch will get their degrees by 31st July 2022. In doing so, all the final year students will be finishing their exams and then everything by probably June 30th. I'm extending a 1 more month extension period for you, free of cost. You're going to stay as my guests in this campus till you take your degrees and then go from there. you'll have to pay the food bill. Okay. Now, the second, because this is something related to technical, I just wanted to give you all the inputs because I am excited. So much so, I want my children, my students to be excited too. I am a member on a national project which is called Gati Shakti. It is a consortium of 17 ministries, central ministries, and the scope of the work is that NIT Kurukshetra will be partnering in Gati Shakti procedures, wherein a multimodal transport system will be evolved, starting from a cycle to a ship. That makes it, you have a lot of work at hand of training the manpower. This is called capacity building. There will be n number of challenges while doing it, and there will be at least 10,000 technical problems that will be thrown at you. And whoever comes out with an innovative solution, I think you don't need to go abroad, you can start your company here itself. And then coming to another project, the reason why I got delayed by half an hour is, since the last 15 days we have been tirelessly working day and night to beat the time, because we had to file a bid. You know what kind of bid we are filing? Maybe in the history of NIT system, we are the first NIT to go for a e-bid, wherein you must have heard about Uttar Pradesh government asking public interest of entering into bid and help UP government to achieve a $1 trillion economy in the next 5 years. As of now, it is 1/4, so they want to go 4 times, right, in the next 5 years. I told them that we are going to bid for it. The first time we're going to do with the consortium and going ahead. You know my strength. My strength is my 6,000 students in the campus. My strength is my teaching faculty who are well versed in different domains of engineering and technology. And I'm going to bring them a lot of money as to do a lot of research. Usually the case is reversed. A vice chancellor or a director wants every faculty member to get some funds through writing some research proposals and so on and so forth. Now I'm doing the reverse. I am giving you 20,000 crores, now tell me what are you going to do with it. So that's the kind of money that will come back to your campus. And you can imagine the kind of laboratory space that you're going to enhance, the kind of pressure that will be there on you to perform, because I'm not going to leave you just like that. Any project. I think I forgot to tell you about, the reason why I got delayed is today 5 p.m. is the deadline for uploading our e-bid. So I was working on that, and by 3 o'clock I was exhausted and my wife gave me a sumptuous lunch. After that I don't know where I was. I came here, got a phone call at 4:05. I said, I'm sorry I got delayed. So I'm here before you. There is another project that I'm taking up, and that is NIT KKR Local Community Connect. In this project, we are going to help all the villages of Haryana and showcase to the whole world, here is NIT Kurukshetra and its students who are helping the village. It will be a big heading, news heading will come soon, that NIT Kurukshetra children under the banner of NSS, NCC, Unnat Bharat Abhiyan, UBA, as I think when somebody was reading my achievements. They said 15,000 NSS volunteers in Delhi, absolutely right. I have got 125 colleges affiliated to Indraprastha University, and we have a student base of about 1 lakh. So 15% are NSS volunteers. And they are doing a lot of service to the world. I said world, not India. They are doing services in India, but abroad also. During COVID times, we have conducted a lot of online courses. Online courses for what reason? Worried about my children because they were having depression, they were having problems of what will happen to their placements, whether their exams will happen or not. So when you were at home, we were worrying about you and we did not know what to do. We started doing programs and it was so big a hit, we reached 26 countries. I never knew that the power of technology is so far and wide. The whole world was unreeling under Corona and we reached 26 countries. We could do something there. So I want to translate the same energy that I created at Indraprastha University here. And I know for sure, you all have some time to be given to me. Yes or no? Are you studying 24 hours a day? No. 8 hours a day? No. Class work 8 hours. Teachers won't allow you, right? But then I'll teach you how to do that extra bit, how to give that extra hour, how to give that extra energy to you, so that you will be a win-win situation for you. Your academics, you'll be number one. In your social front, you'll be hero. And in your sports, nobody can beat you. And your cultural, you will be a sono soul. Can all these things happen to one person? The answer is yes. It is possible. The only thing is you should know how to manage your time, which probably you were not taught in your school days. There are many things that I'm lining up. Your juniors, all this I'm telling for the benefit of my chief guest also, to showcase our achievements or what is that we're going to do. We are going to introduce value-based education models from 1st July 2022 for your juniors. You're all on cases because a lot of inputs have been given. You have been driven mad in the material world and you're all focused. How do you design something new? How do you get a new product? How will I get a new algorithm? How will I go abroad? Good for you. These are all the things which we gave you and you are positioning yourselves like this. But your juniors are so lucky. They'll be positioning on two more fronts. They are human engineering and social engineering. So we're going to bring in these two elements into your curriculum so that first we become good human beings. That's called human engineering. And then bring you that energy so that you can serve the society in a very big way. Now, how do I link up your projects? All your minor, major, intern projects will be socially linked. Meaning thereby, you will have to identify social problem, find solution and then a degree. Otherwise, you will not be given anything. So I'm going to evaluate every project. Now, there is another thing which I introduced at IP University is the one you have called Techspardha' here. We used to have a major project competitions also. What I do is, every selected major project, we were giving 2 lakh rupees as seed money for doing incubation or do some kind of a startup in the campus. And the teacher was also rewarded with the 2 lakh rupees fund for doing research and furtherance of the cause of it. The projects were showcased to the industry and the industry started picking up these ideas. So it's a win-win situation for industry also and for the students also, recognition. And then, so this is the way we headed towards. I always had, all through my life, I always had this jitters of going into a spardha. You know, failure was something I could not carry for myself. I always felt that it's better not to participate than to fail. But I realized soon, but not that later, that in one's life, one should always try. One should always make an effort. And if you're selected, elected, or you got a prize, good for you. But for me, I have learned it in a big way. Any participant is no less than a winner. So all of you are winners in this game because you chose to participate. So applaud yourself for that. I did not have that encouragement in a patting how to handle your failures, but now I handle it very well. So this technical Spardha will give you that kind of a leeway, that kind of a confidence in you, that winning and losing is a part of life. Winning has its own energy levels, I do understand, but failures teach you a lot of things. So these lessons that you learn today will make you a hero and a heroine tomorrow in your own life, whenever, wherever you are. So my greetings, my compliments to all of you who have participated or are going to participate in this 3-4 days extravaganza, where you're going to showcase your talent in all about, I was told, 70 different events. Good for you and good for the organization, good for technology, good for Spardha. All taken in one go, but word of caution. As I said, you should know how to handle failures also. Now, Dr. Mahesh was talking about the latest technologies. Come July 1st, 2022, you're going to have 4 new BTech programs. Any guesses? What can be the new engineering programs? One is on IIoT, Industrial IoT BTech 4-year program. The second program is Robotics and Automation. This will be the second BTech program with an intake of 120 seats, not 60, 120 each. Then we have a third one on AI and data sciences. And on similar lines, we are thinking of starting a BTech in renewable energies also. And that is the future of what we're going to look forward to. All your technology has driven us mad. All your technology has led to Corona. All your technology has allowed you to stay back at home for 2 years. All your technology has made cities dying. All your technologies have made the world a space not worthy living. Is it true or not?
Yes.
Yes. So who will solve these problems? Who are going to take up these challenges? And that is why I raised a bid to act as consultants for UP government. I wanted to showcase our talent, our technology, our indigenous knowledge to try out finding novel solutions using clean green technologies, renewable energy sources, plan for green buildings, green transportation system, replenishing, reforming ways of doing farming. I forgot to tell you that we are going to introduce on Saturdays and Sundays that you are going to go around the villages and do farming also. Are you interested?
Yes, sir.
We are going to have it. How beautiful and interesting would it be when you have your own brinjal from your own backyard and start taking it in your hostel? So all your hostels will have homegrown, kitchen-grown vegetables and fruits. And then if you don't have anything on the other day, don't have food. Go for, starve yourself till the time you have your next meal when it comes from Mother Earth, right? So these are certain things which I am trying to push into your system. And I say your system because I am a just 60-day-old director for you. I have already won your institution, but 60 days is a young period, so I said your institution. Let me also share with you that I was a faculty here from 91 to 95. I started my government service as a government servant in this very campus. I took my PhD degree from Kurukshetra University, so I'm alma mater for this particular thing also. And you know, we are 40,000 strong alumni. And you know what are they going to do? They are going to take in adoption one village around NIT Kurukshetra. Not happy with that? And you know how many villages are there in Haryana? 18,000 villages are there. And I've got 40,000 alumni. You see, two people will have to share one village, minimum. That's how the things are. So when you come next time to this campus, you will find so many people coming in and out, flying from US, flying from Germany, Canada, wherever you talk about. They are going to have what is called as an eco-tourism to their own villages. So that's the kind of energy will come back to our villages. And I'm going to start new schools, new medical facilities. All this is a big dream for me, but then I can realize it because I've got another 40,000 alumni also with me in this mission. And they're already in connect with me. You know, they're all saying one thing. You know what? Forget about final years, third years, second years, first years. They say we are envious about NIT Kurukshetra. Why such a director never came to us during our times? So it's going to be very interesting times for you who are in first, second and third years. Your life will change for good. You'll all become heroes and heroines in your own life. Let me again thank the organizers for doing a wonderful show today. I again apologize for being late by 15-20 minutes. And I warmly welcome the chief guest of the day, who is a renowned scientist in DRDO, almost of my age. We'll be all eyes and ears listening to him. And definitely we're going to have a lot of energy that comes from him. Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you, sir, for the splendid words of zeal and motivation. Please give a huge round of applause for the sir.
We have with us Sri Hari Babu Srivastava, a scientist and Director General of Technology Management at DRDO. Prior to taking over as DG, Sri Hari Babu Srivastava was Director of LASTEC, McCarthy House, New Delhi, with respect from 28 June 2014, where he was spearheading various technology and product development initiatives in the area of high-power laser sources, laser spectroscopy, and laser countermeasures. He was Director of Electronics and Computer Science at DRDO headquarters during 2013 to 2014 and supported various ECS cluster labs in techno-management of their projects and activities. He shouldered major responsibilities of developing hardware, software, and extensively worked on integrating, interfacing, and field evaluation of these systems in various platforms in Indian deserts and naval trial areas. An alumnus of IIT Roorkee and IIT Kanpur, he has authored and co-authored many technical papers in various national and international referred journals and seminar and conference proceedings, apart from numerous internal DRDO reports. He has co-edited a monograph on night vision and electro-optics technology review. He is a life member of Optical Society of India and Instrument Society of India. He is also a past Joint Secretary of the National Executive of ISOI. He is a recipient of DRDO Cash Prize, DRDO Group Technology Award, and Laboratory Group Technology Award. We would now like to request our chief guest for today's evening to address the gathering with his splendid words of wisdom. Please, sir.
Thank you. Can you hear me, first of all? Am I
confirm if I am audible or not?
अरे ये माइक
Yes, sir, you are audible. Dr. D.V. Ramamurthy, Director and IT Committee. Sir, you are audible. Vajpayee, who is Chairperson of the Organizing Committee, Techspardha' 2022. Dr. Shali Sadera, distinguished faculty member, dear students of NIT Kurukshetra and all other participating institutions. Good afternoon or good evening to all of you. Firstly, let me congratulate the organizers and all of you for this particular particular Techfest that you organized. A wonderfully conceived idea about the Spardha, that is the competition, and that in the technology field. So my congratulations to all of you. And I also thank you that you've given me this opportunity for sharing some of my thoughts, especially with young engineers, young minds, energetic minds. So dear students, the organization of Techspardha', as far as I can think of, has two important aspects for me. One is that it enhances your ability to plus and dispute, and secondly to cooperate and collaborate. Even though decisions, the Spardha, as you have named it, it gives you two kinds of things. One is that you plan and execute. You will come to know how good is your planning and what good you could have done and what good you have done in the whole of this process. And other is the collaboration and cooperation. So the success happens in any of the activities that we do through collaboration, through coordination, through planning and through good execution. You are very fortunate to be at a location which has actually witnessed all these things in past, the Mahabharata time, and the collaboration, cooperation, the wisdom, everything that is required that happened all at Kurukshetra. So we are very fortunate to be there. You are also located in a place where the world's oldest design on management was told. So how to manage from time, as Dr. Reddy was telling, from time to all your executions, everything that you need to do, how to manage your life, everything has been told in that document called Bhagavad Gita, and you are very fortunate to be in a place where all this originates. The inspirational lessons are available in the environment of Kurukshetra. What is required is that you only need to have that touch and feel in yourself, in your inner being, to get that education or that instructions to you. So learning from the past, dynamic planning and execution for evolving scenarios. And I will probably talk about more about this scenario, that key. Evolving scenarios and monetizing your experience, learning for future generations. Must all come to you naturally because you belong to that place. Friends, the world is changing very fast. On the one hand, the societies are connected through social media, which is, as all of you know, transformed by information technology. And on the other hand, restricted technology regimes and denial regimes also. They are also in operation. You might have heard about the communication, Huawei and all those issues in recent past, a few years back. But we have potential of being used by enemy and misused by internal operators against our citizens and our country. This is one problem that technology has, and because of the spread of technology, this can be much faster, at much faster speed than what could happen yesterday or day before yesterday. And we have huge number of problems available to our society or affecting our society. Global warming, somebody talked about the climate change, all kinds of pollution. Our rivers are not clean, our underground water is not clean. We require green energy and secure energy. Our soil is eroding, it is becoming more and more non-organic. It needs to be converted to organic soil. We have our requirements of internal security, net security, defense, aerospace, and defense security of our border, cyber defense, you can keep on naming, there are so many of them, and each one of them can only be addressed by technology. Technology that is secured for us and that can secure us. And for all this, we just cannot rely on foreign technology. We need to have our own technology. One of the main issues with the foreign technology is that all your data, all your country-specific data, your location-specific data, your time-spent data, that can be taken away by foreign guys, foreign guys. So your security, your national security, your own personal security, your bank security, everything can be at risk. And therefore, it is very important that we build our own technology for securing our own everything, that is from border to our own security, our financial security, everything. And therefore, we need to build our capabilities and our capacity in all the fields. And when I say capability and capacity, it is for measures and for countermeasures. We should be able to secure our things, and if somebody is attacking us from certain issues, we should be able to safeguard that. So measures and countermeasures, both capabilities need to be upgraded, they need to be built, and capacity need to be built in both measures and countermeasures. And that is where the call of Atmanirbhar Bharat. We need to be Atmanirbhar in all spheres, ranging from our thoughts to plans to actions to reactions. Everything has to be what is required for us, not what is dictated by somebody else. So therefore, we need our own technology. And I am very happy to say, and I have no hesitation in saying that we are very fortunate. Our country is blessed with abundance of wisdom, young manpower, natural resources, and people. We have the will to succeed. And I have been visiting many educational institutions because that is what my portfolio is. I keep visiting many educational institutions and recent industry. And my interaction with all of you, all the students and all the faculty members, convinces me that our science and technology achievements, if not in all, then at least in few areas, in some areas are at par with the best in the world. I have no doubt in saying such a sentence. We have top-ranking technology institutions in our country. We have initiated many interdisciplinary projects, and Dr. Reddy just now told you he's going to start 4 new courses. We have many interdisciplinary departments and activities in various institutions, including your own universities and in government departments as well. And we from DRDO, we are working very closely with thousands of prospects. I can actually tell you more than 300 universities, more than 1,000 prospects, more than 2,000 young researchers, 3,000 young researchers, PhD fellows, etc. We are working with. And we cover all the areas ranging from quantum technology, materials, including metamaterials, photonics, lasers, terahertz, artificial intelligence, robotics, blockchain, MEMS, and sensors and actuators, green and blue hydrogen and green energy sources, propulsion technology, hypersonics, coating, thin films, high explosives, name the technology we are working with somebody or the other in the country. In fact, our own labs are also working in most of these technologies, and we are building the base, the R&D base, the SMT base in the country by working with various organizations, including some of the projects that happen at your institute. The list is endless actually. And our achievements are also significant. The government has granted approval, this is I'm talking about the DRDO now. The government has granted approval for procurement of equipment, defense equipment worth 3.3 lakh crores. These are the systems that have been designed, developed in the country, led by DRDO, but many of the academic institutions, industries, etc. also have participated in the design development phase. So that is the kind of the indigenous equipment that has gone into production. We are Atmanirbhar in many different technologies: missiles, sonars, radars, torpedoes, electronic warfare, night vision devices, systems, thermal imaging, bridges, unmanned systems. There are so many of them. And if you look at, we are one of the very few countries, a handful of countries that have designed, developed, or delivered major weapon systems and surveillance systems like Agni-Ka for missiles, battle tanks, submarines, combat aircraft, AVA, Indian aircraft carriers and the like, Attack missile system and other similar kind of weapons, major weapon systems. We have our footprints on Moon. You are all aware of the Moon mission. We have capability to build most modern satellites, launch vehicles, orbital vehicles, atomic reactors, and if you look at all the government departments which are doing work in the SSC category, whether it is ISRO, DRDO, DAE, CSIR, every one of them has many achievements to their credit, and this is all because we have all worked together. We are going to have our own astronaut traveling in our own Gaganyaan in about a year's time. Our country now has capability to deliver a lifetime from drawing board to field in less than 2 years. That is the kind of capability the DRDO industry they have built together. We can design and deliver a new class of combat aircraft in less than 5 years. A new missile, perhaps within a year. That is the kind of capabilities the industry has built, and the DRDO industry are working to have that kind of capability coming to Indian industry and Indian ecosystem. You have already writing in papers, our Indian industry has started getting export orders, including mega orders of almost missiles costing something like $375 million. Government, on one hand, is discouraging imports, and on the other hand, is encouraging exports of technical equipment. And you might have heard the budget speech of Honorable Finance Minister. Government has placed full confidence on Indian people through recent budget announcements of 68% indigenous capital procurement for defense forces from Indian industry and 25% R&D budget for Indian academia and industry. So it's a huge confidence that government has put on us. And government has also set a target for export of defense equipment worth $5 billion by 2025. Now all this will happen through collaborations and cooperations of all of us. It is not that one organization or one set of people can do all that. If all of us work together, we can make it happen and we can surpass the target set. Startups and MSMEs are set to play big roles in success story of India, as has happened in other countries like Israel and UK and USA, etc. We have one of the most vibrant ecosystems for the startups in our country. CEO World Magazine says that we are fifth at this, and actually if you look at the marks given by those surveys, we are not very far behind the number one, which is USA. All these countries are scoring high on technical competence and manpower. So what they have concluded is that the technical competence of our people is slightly inferior to technical competence of these four countries. Now, not only the competence, maybe the way we apply our knowledge to, because same people who graduate from our institutions, they go and do well in USA and other places. So therefore, there is nothing wrong with the fundamental things. We are taught what we are supposed to be taught, but the way we apply, or the ecosystem only does not allow us to apply those courses. So the government is trying to change all that. We are trying to bring in the R&D culture in the country and also the entrepreneurial spirit. This is what we are trying to change now. So government has approved, maybe some of you are aware, but let me also tell once again, government has approved MTech courses in defense technology. And we also have to have a pool of 500 PhD scholars to exclusively work on defense technology. So these students and PhD scholars, they will get a chance to work in DRDO laboratories or in defense industry in their formative years itself, and therefore they will be fully aware of how the defense systems or defense equipment are supposed to work and what is the requirement. And as also brought out by the director, we are going to sign an MOU with your institute very shortly. So we are having many DRDO industry academia centers of excellence in various IITs and universities, certain universities. And this is with the aim to enhance the translational R&D ecosystem in academia and recent industry startups. All this will generate manpower ready to launch their own startups for defense R&D, leading to production most advanced and first of that kind of system. This is the expectation that we have, that if we train our manpower well, and if we provide the ecosystem, which the government is trying to do through various policy decisions, there will be a good number of startups coming in defense R&D leading to defense equipment production. And therefore, the first of its kind of system. The technology will drive our tactics. Today, whatever technology is available from foreign countries, that forces our armed forces to make the tactics. But when we have our own technology, this technology, our own technology and tactics, they will match together, and whatever Army or Navy or Air Force will require to fight, whatever the way they want to fight, our technology will provide that medium to them. For your information, we provide very liberal funding and hand-holding support to defense technology startups. And like in DRDO, there are many other government departments which also promote this entrepreneurial spirit through various. We are also providing all our test facilities and evaluation facilities on very nominal charges to industry. And our technology that has been developed, if somebody wants to utilize those technologies for defense purposes, our technology transfer fee is more or less zero, very nominal, some 2% or 5% of the cost. Or if you have been working with us, then it is nil, free of cost. Government is providing multiple opportunities and encouragement to industry. And some of those I told you earlier, and our patents are freely available. That is also one of the schemes that we have. Government is pushing for not only Atmanirbhar Bharat, but also for make of the world. And if you recall, Honorable Prime Minister gave a call for zero defect processes. Now, by dear young engineer, most of what I have said so far is calls for an action for young engineers. There is a national will to succeed today. All the policy decisions are happening in the right direction. All the facilitations are happening in the right direction. All the way to success is being told by the senior people. We have the mentoring processes available to you. So therefore, there is a national will to succeed today. And that we have shown, as a nation, we have shown that during our time. We came up with our own vaccine, drugs, ventilators, oxygen plants, oxygen cylinders, chemical and UV sanitizers, PPE kits, and you name whatever was required during the Corona time. We did not import anything from outside. Everything was made by the country, by our own scientists, by our own technology. Our technology provided support, protection, not only to our people, but also individual people across the globe. Which is a very shining example of pride in us, but we need to be economically strong to take our rightful place in the community of faith. And we can no longer rest in knowledge of past. We have to be on the path of discovery, development and innovation with ever increasing motivation and hard work. And this is where Techspardha will come handy to you. To that new idea, Albert Einstein once famously said, when we created them. So whatever thought process we have that we created our problems, the same thought process will not solve the problem. Therefore, it is important that we must create new thoughts and the Techspardha' competitions, they will create that opportunity to brainstorm and bring out new ideas. So go create new thoughts and compete for new ideas. But remember, it has to be a competition to excel by your own performance and not by demotivating or becoming hindrance in the progress of others. Our Spardha, the competition has to be with us and with us only. Even after becoming numero uno in our chosen field, we need to keep innovating, improvising and improving. We also need to constantly keep vigilant on technologies coming up on the horizon for their adaptation and adoption. So friends, there is no alternative to being number one. things into one. Let us do it together. My best compliments to organizers and compliments to Director NIT Kurukshetra for this wonderfully conceived program. Congratulations once again. Jai.
Thank you, sir, for your kind words of guidance and encouragement. Please give a huge round of applause for sir.
I request our honorable guest on the dais to unveil the souvenir of Techspardha' 22, where technology meets heart. Now it's time for the teaser of Techspardha' 22. The theme of Techspardha' 22 is unraveling dimensions. Humankind is continuously evolving with time and technology along with it. The universe in its own way is unraveling different areas of innovation and invention. We are discovering great things with each passing day. There is so much more to the world that we know of. So let's unravel this great techno-managerial fest that is Techspardha' 22. And now we present is the teaser of Techspardha' 22.
यश को फोन कर रहा तू उसको डिस्टर्ब करने का काम करने वाला नहीं अपने कैमरे पे कंप्यूटर लाइट है आवाज़ नहीं आएगी मैं लिख के दे रहा हूँ आवाज़ नहीं आएगी टैब शेयरिंग कर रहा हूँ क्या था मुझे हमें लास्ट सेकंड ठीक है ग्रीन सारे लाइट्स नरम होते आ जाते हैं एक भी फोकस
ये भी बता दो ना।
Now, I would like to call upon Dr. Techspardha', co-chairperson of Techspardha'22 and faculty in charge of technical societies, who has about 25 years of teaching experience, to present the vote of thanks.
Good evening to one and all. I completely endorse, as said by John F. Kennedy, that we must find time to stop and thank the people who make a difference to our lives. It's my privilege to extend the vote of thanks at the inaugural ceremony of Techspardha'22 with the theme Unraveling Dimensions. On behalf of entire team of Techspardha'22, I convey my deep regards and heavy thanks to Shri Hari Babu Srivastava for gracing this event as a chief guest. Indeed, sir, your words of wisdom had inspired the young brains to push their limits in order to be achievers in the age of innovations and cutting-edge technologies. I wish to put on record my regards and sincere thanks to our director, sir, Professor B.V. Ramna Reddy, for his priceless pieces of advice and support that made possible Techspardha'22 see the light of the day. The synergy of his positivity and motivation has been constant source of strength to all of us. Thank you, sir. I also express my gratitude towards Dean RNC Professor Mahesh Pal for his valuable guidance. We remain indebted to him for providing the stimulating environment and for extending the services of his office staff. I extend my thanks to Professor V.K. Bajpai, Chairperson Techspardha'22, for meticulously looking into every detail of the events. His discipline, dedication, and zest towards work always triggered the spark to stay in action. My sincere gratitude to all the faculty in charges of different technical societies who had worked day and night to enable us to experience this momentous technical function showcasing an enormous number of events. My heartfelt thanks are also for all the deans, HODs, coordinators, chief wardens, professor in charges, and staff of various sections like accounts, stores, estate, CCN, who tangibly or intangibly extended their services for successful conduct of the event. It is a fortune to be backed by the students who have extended and executed each and every direction given by their mentors religiously. The efforts put in by the conveners, co-conveners, committee heads, volunteers really deserve a big round of applause. I wish to convey thanks to all the participants who have come from distant places to attend Techspardha'22. Your presence reflects your spirit to break every glass ceiling. Last but not least, thank to the audience for gracing this occasion with their benign presence. It may seem small, but the ripple effect of small things is extraordinary. So also the presence of you all has created the ripples that have touched the hearts of Team Techspardha'22. Once again, thank you all for making this event happen. Feel blessed. Thanks.
Thank you, ma'am. Now I request all the dignitaries to take the new designated phase.
सेंटर पे वाले इवेंट्स में लिस्ट ऑफ इवेंट्स में नहीं है लेकिन अलग से श्योर है क्या
Now we are going to have few cultural activities. Life is like a music, some high note and some low note, but always good song. With this thought, now let's hold your breath for the first singing performance. So let's welcome Shreya and Shahani will start with Vishal.
तुमने लॉक पावर से बटन से दबाना था वो हिलने की वजह से हुआ
Hello everyone. So the song that we're going to sing today is Aditi. I hope you all will like it. कभी कभी अदिति जिंदगी में निकल अपना है कभी कभी अदिति बिछड़ जाए तो एक सपना लगता है जैसे मैं कोई कैसे अपने आंसुओं को बहने से रोके और कैसे कोई सोच ले everything's gonna be okay कभी कभी तो लगे जिंदगी में नहीं ना खुशी और ना मजा कभी कभी तो लगे हर मुश्किल और हर पल की सजा ऐसे में कोई कैसे मुस्कुराए कैसे हंस दे खुश होके और कैसे कोई सोच ले everything's gonna be okay सोच जरा जाने जाने तुझको हम कितना चाहते हैं रोते हैं हम भी अगर तेरी आंखों में आंसू आते हैं गाना तो आते नहीं है मगर फिर भी हम गाते हैं कि अदिति मान कभी कभी सारे जहां में अदिति ना होता है लेकिन रात के बाद ही तो सवेरा होता है अदिति हंसते 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 तू जरा एक बस थोड़ा 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 मुस्कुरा शहर करके जहाँ में छाई है खुशी, सूरज निकले बादलों से और बाटे जिंदगी। सुन तो जरा मदहोश हवा तुझसे कहने लगी, याद थी वो जो चलते रहे एक दिन फिर मिल जाते हैं। लगती जाने तो या जाने ना फूल फिर खिल जाते हैं। कभी कभी याद थी जिंदगी में भी कोई अपना लगता है, कभी कभी याद थी वो बिछड़ जाए तो एक सपना लगता है। दिखती हंसते 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 तू जरा कहीं तो बस थोड़ा 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 मुस्कुरा। दिखती हंसते 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 तू जरा कहीं तो बस थोड़ा 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 मुस्कुरा।
That indeed was a lovely performance. How soulful and captivating.
So now, let's welcome our second contestant, Kundan and Rajat.
अरे काफी नीचे लग रहा था इसीलिए। वो तो सीधा
कोई तो है निज़ाम हस्ती चला रहा है, वही खुदा है। दिखाई भी दो दे नजर जो आ रहा, वही खुदा है, वही खुदा है, वही खुदा है, वही खुदा है। एक दिन कभी जो खुद को तराशे, मेरी नजर से तू जरा है, आंखों से तेरी क्या क्या छुपा है, तुझको बताऊं मैं तेरा है। एक अंधेरी सी दास्तां दास्तां कहने लगेगा आईना, सुभान अल्लाह जो हो रहा है पहली दफा है बल्ला, ऐसा हो सुभान अल्लाह जो हो रहा है पहली दफा है बल्ला, ऐसा तुमसे मिलकर तो धड़कता
Damn, that was a spectacular show. Truly melodious. Now, let's call our next performer, Bhavik.
रुक जिंदगी ने मोड़ लिया कैसा हमने सोचा नहीं था कभी ऐसा रुक जिंदगी ने मोड़ लिया कैसा हमने सोचा नहीं था कभी ऐसा आता नहीं यकीन क्या से क्या हो गया किस तरह मैं तुमसे बेवफा हो गया इंसाफ कर दो मुझे माफ कर दो इतना कर दो दिल दे दिया है तुम्हें देंगे नहीं करेंगे कभी जो बादल बरसे मेरे तुझे आंखें बरसे तू लगे मुझे पहली बारिश की दुआ है तेरे पैरों में रहूं मैं खुद को पागल कह लूं तू गम दे खुशियां सह लूं साथिया दूर जितना भी तुम मुझसे पास तो आसी है मुझको वैसे जीने में तो आसी है मुझको वैसे जीने में। Thank you.
Beautiful. This performance was so good, it just gave us goosebumps. So let's call our next performer, Rakesh, Asma and Namya.
गिटार है तो पता चल जाएगा। अभी लोग पेपर के वाली गाने सुनाने वाले हैं। तो बोलो सिखाना है।
अभी कैसे सब लोग राउंडिंग कर दो यार, अब तो लड़की
I see a lot of new faces. Yes, so do I. So can I hear it up from all the freshers today? No freshers?
String?